Please note all the questions you can address to our chat master and drop it in the chat window. Silence is a virtue. Please keep your gadgets in silent mode so that it won't disturb the silence of the Zoom room. Without much delay, let's cruise into Great PR Knowledge Sharing Summit. To take the session further, let us welcome today's Master of Ceremony. He is a budding tech entrepreneur, TEDx speaker, corporate trainer, active Toastmasters member, having decade of experience in learning and development industry. Served as a president of Islamabad Toastmasters Club and helped in the formation of district in 2019 in Pakistan. Served as first public relations manager of District 122 TC, Pakistan, and at presently serving Region 11. Dear fellow Toastmasters, put your hands together and let us welcome today's Master of Ceremony, DTM Kamar Sheraz. Over to you, DTM Kamar Sheraz.
Okay, so thank you so very much, Sergeant at Arms TM Roshan, for the kind introduction. Hello and welcome everyone to the PR Summit, a part of Region Development Series initiated by Region 11 Advisor DTM James. I'm honored and humbled to be the master of the ceremony of this PR Summit. Thank you, R.A. James, for giving me this opportunity. My responsibility as an MC is to facilitate this PR Summit. We have an amazing lineup of speakers with us today, which means a lot of learning. So the timings for the speakers is 15 minutes plus 10 minutes question and answers. So total 25 minutes for every presenter. Although it is up to the speaker how they want to utilize their 25 minutes, but recommended is 15 minutes for presentation plus 10 minutes for the question and answer. We have learned that Toastmasters is all about timings, and in our club meetings, every minute is planned. So I request the respected PRMs to follow the timings guidelines. I will also be facilitating the question and answer session. You are encouraged to ask questions. You can separately send me the questions in the chat sections. From there, I will pick up the best and the most relevant questions regarding the presenter, and then we can ask that presenter the questions. This way, we will also be saving the time, and the best and the most relevant question will be asked. We also have an open question and answer session at the end of the meeting by DTM James. So in case any question is missed, that can be addressed in this session. So next, I would like to hand over the meeting to none other than R.A. James, Region 11 Advisor. He has held position of District 79 Director, also Program Quality Director, and also the Club Growth Director. R.A. James is the person who saved me from quitting Toastmasters due to my commitment for my new startup. His positive energy, his support, his kindness, and his leadership skills are the reason I'm still a part of Toastmasters, which I joined almost 10 years ago. So a big round of virtual applause for R.A. James.
Thank you so much, and Assalamu alaikum, Toastmaster Kamar. Good afternoon, leaders and the members of Region 11. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts of attending and enriching yourselves with the knowledge that will be imparted by our region's premier public relations manager. We have 5 presenters today. I'm sure that they are prepared for this session and they are very much willing to share what they have gained so far as to fulfill their role as public relations manager. It is always our quest as Toastmasters to continue to enrich ourselves and empower with the information that we should know for us to contribute and better serve our members, be it at the club, the area, the division, or even at the district level. So today, without further ado, I would like to welcome you all in our first Region Development Series. I would like to welcome our dignitaries from within the famous and most highly achieving region of the world, Region 11. We would like to welcome our immediate past region advisor, DTM Ali Shabazz, our all district officers from District 20, District 79, District 104, District 105, and District 122, our youngest district in Region 11. which is in Pakistan, and also the members of the RA support team headed by DTM Abdal, DTM Tangasami, DTM Nilofer, TM Roshan, DTM Rama, and Toastmaster Kamar, and all the supportive members of the RA support team who made this event possible. Of course, this would not be successful without the support of the members like you who came here with the purpose of learning. So let's meet that objective and wish you happy learning. Good day. Back to our MC to start the session, Toastmaster Kamar.
Yes. Thank you, R.A. James. So next, I would like to invite our very first speaker, who is none other than TM Maram Al-Aradi. And she is going to speak on branding and the brand manual. And the Toastmasters office is held. She has been Toastmaster since 2012. She is currently serving as PRM of District 20, and she has also served as a PRM of Area 2, District 20, and she has also been associated with Young Adult Toastmasters as Club President, Vice President Education, Club Treasurer, and Sergeant at Arms. So with a big round of applause, please help me welcome TM Maram.
Thank you very much, our Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Kamar, for that beautiful introduction. I would like to please share my screen if that's possible. Can I have thumbs up if you can see my screen? Perfect. Alrighty then, let's get started. Respected dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters from all around the region and the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope everybody is ready to tackle on the PR Summit, the first regional development series. So we'll start off with branding and the brand manual, which is the first section of our summit today. And I'll be briefly talking about what is a brand and basically touching upon the brand manual. So first of all, what is a brand? A brand is simply an identity, who you are, what you do. Everything that is there about a brand is basically an identity. And what makes a brand that famous, everybody knows it, is because it's consistent throughout the entire, basically, service, their service. So their message, their logos, their fonts, their missions, their values, everything that is there, their design, everything is consistent. In case if a brand does a makeover in its design, they make sure that they go wild with the public relations. They make sure that everybody knows that there is a single change in their design. So regardless, it's always consistent. Why? Because to preserve their identity. So basically, a brand is the first thing that you feel or think of. So let's say, for example, taking these couple of examples of brands. I'm sure everybody here knows all of the brands over here. So for example, if you see McDonald's, the first thing you think of is fast food. I'm hungry. Or for example, Toyota, we're talking about vehicles, cars. Lacoste, we're talking about clothes or shoes or perfumes. Facebook, social communication. So that's the first thing that everybody thinks of when they see a certain brand. And that is our aim today. We want the world to know what the Toastmasters is all about. And the first thing that they see, they know that it's all related to Toastmasters. It's all related to communication. It's all related to leadership. So we have to strive to achieve the goal. But it does not necessarily have to be a certain logo. So taking, for example, this shape over here. Can I have a quick answer? What do you think that shape is? Can the participants be unmuted for a second?
Burj Al Arab?
No, not Burj Al Arab, it's close.
Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, exactly. How did you know it's Burj Khalifa, even though that it's a silhouette version? Because that's Dubai's brand. even though it's not a logo, even though it's not a font, even though it's not a design, but it's still a brand. Even though it is a silhouette, we instantly recognize that. And that is our aim today. We want people to instantly recognize the Toastmasters brand. So basically, let's tackle upon the elements of a brand. So the brand consists of a logo, imagery, typography or fonts, and finally the colors. So it's basically a representation. So what is the name? Toastmasters International. What's its design? We have the logos, we have the colors, we have the badges, for example. What does it do? It serves individuals. It helps others to improve their self-development, communication, and leadership. We have values, right? 4 core values. We have missions, 3 different missions: the Toastmasters International mission, the district mission, and the club's mission. We have a promise as well, even though we have a specific brand promise, which is we empowering individuals through personal and professional developments. And finally, who are our target audience? Basically, all around the world. The entire world is our target audience. Everybody who needs communication, everybody who needs to improve their leadership skills. Toastmasters is for them. And we want as many people as possible to join Toastmasters to gain the benefits that we have gained. So our target is that we make the entire world know what Toastmasters is. So let's dive in the brand manual. This is a brand manual which was recently launched in July 2020 with a revamped look. So I hope everybody has taken a look at it, read through it, and went through it. And if you have any questions, I'll be there to answer you. So quickly going through the logos, we have 3 types of logos, but there are 2 main logos and 1 secondary. So the main logo is, first of all, the globe logo with all its versions. We have the word mark with all its versions, and we have the Pathways logo, which is a secondary logo with all its variations. And of course, there are clear spacing guidelines for the logos. So you see the square over here around the logos. This square or this rectangular or this empty space cannot have text inside that. We have to respect the empty space around these logos. Then we have the logo domes. So in case if you're using the logo, do not stretch it, do not elongate it, do not change its shape, do not include a different text, do not include a clip art next to it. Remember that empty space around it. Respect that space. So just use the logo as it is. Now, in case if you want to use the logo as a watermark, similar to this image here, using the logo as a watermark is fine. Just make sure that there is no text in the empty clear space that is supposed to be around the logo. And in case if you want to resize your logo, make sure that you use the corners of the image, not these sides here, right? Then we move on to the color palettes. The color palette basically consists of 4 colors. We have 3 primary colors and 1 accent color. The primary colors are the True Maroon, Loyal Blue, and Cool Gray. Basically, these are the dominant or prominent colors that should be in your poster, whereas the yellow color, which is the happy yellow, is used as an accent color. So what does accent color means? It mainly means that it's supposed to be a smaller portion of your poster. So if you wanted to, in case if you wanted to highlight something, if you wanted to boost up your design a little bit, you use the yellow color. Mainly, it means that yellow cannot be the entire portion of your poster. So be aware of that. And then we got the natural or the neutral colors, which are black and white. So for the black and white, it's not just for Toastmasters, it's actually for all of the brands. Any brand, it has to have neutral colors. So black and white are neutral colors for Toastmasters, but they're not considered as brand colors. So the only brand colors are there are 4 colors. Then we have the gradients. Now, a lot of designs have gradients, and we know that it's so much fun to mix 2 colors together and see the results. But it turns out that Toastmasters International has not set guidelines for gradients yet. They only say that if in case if you wanted to use gradients, make sure that you use white and any other color from the color palette. So white and blue, white and yellow, white and gray, or white and maroon. in case if you wanted to use a different gradients, so Toastmasters International has issued one guidelines for the blue, which is the one that you see in front of you. There are other guidelines that will be issued soon, inshallah, with the maroon, cool gray, and yellow, but it's a process that takes a little bit of time, so Toastmasters International appreciates your patience. And this portion is actually not part of the brand manual, but it's really important to actually touch upon it in case we don't want to basically violate the Toastmasters brand or their guidelines. Then we have actually the fonts. So with the fonts, we have basically 5 types of fonts. 2 of them are used as primary typeface, which is the Gotham, and the alternative font is the Montserrat, which is a free version. And then the other fonts are, we have the Myriad Pro, and the free version of it is Source Sans Pro, and it can be downloaded for free. And in case if you don't want to use that, you can still use the Arial, which is a font that is used in many of the laptops and computers, just in case if you don't have that. And then we move on to the imagery. Well, what are the sources that you can use to find your image? Basically, it's the Toastmasters International website. They provide professional photos for you to utilize in all of your posters, and we will see how to access that in a while. Other sources could be your own personal material. What is the best way to actually add a personal touch to your posters, but to use your personal or your own photos? So whether it is club photos, area photos, division, district, any kind of photos that are taken in these circles can be used in your posters. And finally, you can always find it online, but make sure that they're not subjected to copyrights. So what are the type of photos that we can use? Basically, any type of photo that is in the boundaries of Toastmasters. So they have to be engaging, they have to be empowering, they have to be supportive, friendly. Basically, they have to reflect everything that is there about our voice and tone. So we have to be respectful, we have to be friendly and open. We have to engage people. So we're talking about meetings, we're talking about trainings, we're talking about social networking, we're talking about conferences and contests, speeches, everything that is there in the Toastmasters. But we have to stay away from certain types of images, which are landscapes, children, food appliances, animals, medicine, and everything basically that is not related to Toastmasters. It's not a matter of the theme, but it's related to Toastmasters. So for example, the pictures on your left are the ones that should be used in a Toastmasters poster. So we're talking about networking, meetings, training, mics, for example, if you want to promote your contests and contest season is coming up, or even a speaker that is speaking on the stage. So make sure that we stay away from the pictures that are on the left, on the right. So medicine, landscape, sports, even this picture over here of a mic that is a clip art is supposed to be avoided. So where we can find these magnificent resources, basically, and this is the Toastmasters International website. You can find it in resources, go to the brand portal over here. And in the brand portal, you will find all of these keys or key buttons over here. So this basically video is an introduction of you as PR officers. Here we can find the brand manual. Here you can submit photos to participate in the contest. Here you can find business cards, branded business cards, and it's not only for district officers, it's not only for XCOM officers, it's actually for all the members in Toastmasters community. So in case if you are a regular member, it's okay that you can use these branded business cards. Then we have the stationary templates where we can find agendas, you can find meeting minutes, you can find PowerPoint presentations, all the resources that you can use. Marketing resources is basically where you can find the material as PR so that you can read and go through or actually use as either ads, flyers, posters, so on. Website templates is for people who would like to know what to keep in their poster or in their website. So they basically here, it provides you a template of what you can actually add in your website. And there are website guidelines in the brand manual. And of course, the basic one is the logo and design elements. This is something really important for us as PR officers because this is where we find our design material. And finally, before the last is the professional images that we're talking about, and the trademark use request. For the trademark use request, is basically where you can actually submit a request to get approval for your certificates, for your ribbons, for your trophies, basically everything that is there that is not authorized by Toastmasters International. So this is the image or the page where you can find the logos and design elements. So we have the logos with all of its variations. We have the word mark with all its variations, except for the color white. Maybe it's not there yet, and you can request Toastmasters International to provide it to you. We have the lockups or the logo lockups. We have the pathway logos. We have the pathway badges, and we have included also the Gavel Club logos. And this is a page where you can find the professional images. Toastmasters International provides you with 6 photo galleries or 6 collections of photos where you can choose any photo that you want, and you can download it with any resolution that you like. So make sure that you utilize that well. And they even provide us with the latest collection of the photo or the brand manual. The photos that are used in the brand manual are really cool. So you can use that in your posters. There's also video guidelines, because recently a lot of members have been using videos to actually promote their events or their clubs. So there are video guidelines that have been there for so long, but they were not basically included in the last brand manual. This time it's all comprehensive. So in case if you wanted to design your video, make sure that you add the logo, your club or district name, have the disclaimer that is mentioned over here in the first pages of your video. Make sure if you're using pictures of people that you obtain permission from the people that are using your picture, that you're using their pictures. And finally, in the end credits, make sure that you write your club name, your position, and make sure that you write or use the copyright symbol, which is mentioned over here. And you can simply add your club name or area or district. And finally, before the last, we actually have corporate club guidelines. So for the corporate clubs, basically, if you want to use your logo, make sure that it is not side by side, but in fact, on alternative sides. So there should be away from each other, either from they're either in the corners, or for example, are alternative positions. So one at the top, one at the bottom, or vice versa. And make sure that no logo is smaller than the other. And as PR officers, it is our duty to actually read through the policy and protocol 4.0, which is the intellectual property. The policy is about 4 pages and the protocol is about 4 pages as well, but it's really important material to go through. So make sure that you go through that in case at least once, to be able to actually know what are your responsibilities, when and where you stand, and how it's clear it is. Now, I'm going to give you quick samples of what posters do's and don'ts. So I'd like the audience interaction with that, please. We have this poster, and I'd like the audience to point out where are the errors or where are the violations. So quick answers, come on.
The fonts.
Using the clip art
exactly.
of pencil.
1. What else?
Using the clip art
yes,
of
exactly.
picture
Clip
or
art.
pencil.
The logo.
Color, also red color.
Yes, exactly. The
The
logo,
red
the red
color
color,
around the logo.
exactly. So
Logo spacing.
exactly, everything that is there. Exactly.
Besides
So the logo
that,
is too
also we
small.
are using
The fonts are not brand compliant,
the yellow color is
and the colors
dominant
are
here.
not brand compliant. Yes,
The yellow color
and the
is
illustrations
dominant
as
on
well.
the box. Yeah.
So in case, exactly, but it's also can be used because it's like a letter, so it's fine. What if we wanted to actually improve that poster to make it brand compliant? So this is what it would look like. Look at how elegant and really preserves the identity of Toastmasters. So we have the logo here, we have all of the branded fonts, and so on. And if you wanted to use a picture, for example, for Happy Father's Day, a themed picture or theme poster. So there are a lot of things that are wrong in this poster. So who can tell me what is wrong in this poster?
Personal picture.
There is
The
no
picture,
logo.
exactly.
There is
no
no
logo.
logo.
Picture of a kid.
Yes. Picture of a
color.
kid, yes. What?
No logo.
Colors.
Color.
The colors, exactly.
Font.
Excellent. You already know your stuff. So basically, there's
Thanks
no
to you.
logo. The fonts are not branded. The colors, the colors are not branded, and the photo, of course, it's not allowed. So in case if you wanted to make that a brand compliant poster, this is what it would look like. Look at how basically unique it looks like. You can immediately distinguish that it's a Toastmaster related photo. Even though this person may not be a father, but your audience does not know that. You can use, for example, your own pictures or your own club's photos. So you can actually take a photo of all the fathers in your club or the fathers in your area and post that in your poster. The best thing is to add a personal touch to your poster. And final thoughts, basically, I'll leave you with these. So make sure that you know your colors and work with them. So we have 4 branded colors, including the black and white. Give your elements some breathing space, not just the logos, even the text, even the designs. Make sure that there is ample space around them. Do not crumble or, stuff basically your text, everything in one poster. So keep what is important and the rest can go with the caption. Make sure that you limit your typeface to 2 only. So we have different fonts. Make sure that you use 2 fonts as maximum. And for Arabic fonts, actually, make sure that you use fonts that are not curved or cursives and they're clear and everybody can read them. So again, we keep it simple and straightforward. Just keep what is important over here and know when to use the logo. So for example, I have seen a lot of posts that have birthday posts, celebrations, festival, Eid, condolences, weddings, graduations. In fact, Toastmasters International did not say that we are supposed to include logos in these kind of posts. So make sure, in case if you wanted to congratulate someone that is outside Toastmasters, so if it was a birthday, if it was a graduation, for example, don't add the logo because it's not promoting Toastmasters itself. It's just a congratulatory post for that person. Do not change the logos of the colors of your logos. So for the social media, for example, do not change them into, for example, Loyal Blue or Cool Gray or Happy Yellow. Keep them as it is. And if you wanted to use that, make sure that you either use the alteration of black or the white, because these are neutral colors, as we mentioned before. Avoid non-Toastmaster related photos. Think outside the box. How can I make my picture that I want to use in my poster related to the theme? So this is the kind of comparison we have to maintain. And in doubt, please make sure that you contact the respective people. In case you want it, you can go to your area PR, you can go to your division PR, district PR, and in any case, Toastmasters International is always there to help you. So you can actually email them on brand@toastmasters.org and they will answer you. And finally, as designers, please look for inspirations. It's okay to look for inspirations. You can find it in hashtags and in Pinterest, Dribbble, online templates, any source that you can use to find inspiration where you can basically come up with ideas to make your poster creative. Go for it. I would like to conclude my presentation and I hope that you have grabbed a lot of information. I know that is condensed, but these is my contact details. Please contact me in case if you need anything related to branding. I am more happy to help you. And with that, I'd like to hand the control back to our Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Qamar.
Thank you so much, PRM Maram. It was a great presentation. You can already see from the feedback of the people we are getting in the chat box. And the best thing about your presentation is the real-time examples and the way that you engaged the audience into these examples. And what a great presentation. I loved it. So if you have any question, you can type in the chat box regarding PRM Maram. If you have any question, you can type in the chat box. So right now we have not received any questions. So we are going to move on to the next speaker, who is none other than DTM Palaniraj. And he is going to speak on corporate recognitions in Toastmasters and the Toastmasters offices. He is currently as the PRM of District 79, and he has also served as the Vice Chairman of Saudi Arabia Toastmaster Annual Conference 2020. He has also served as the past Division D Director of District 79 and also the first Division D Conference Chairman of 2018. He has served as past Area 12 Director 2017 to 18, past Elite Toastmasters Club President in 2015 to 16, and past Farabi Toastmasters Club Vice President Education 2016 to 17. And he is going to talk on corporate recognition in Toastmasters. I would like to hand over the meeting to DTM PR Palaniraj.
Can I share my screen, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for giving detailed credentials about myself. Thank you very much for introducing me nicely. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests from Region 11. It's my honor and pleasure to share my knowledge about the corporate recognition in Toastmasters. And I should thank, before I start the presentation, I would like to thank a few people who has helped me in preparing this presentation. First of all, I should thank the region advisor, DTM James Taruk and his team. And I would like to thank my guide, DTM Perry, DTM Sulaiman Almadi, our District Director, DTM Madhusha, our Program Quality Director, DTM Rami Jawad, and Club Growth Director, DTM Ses, for giving me a content to present in front of this august audience today. What I'll be covering in this presentation today is I'll be talking about how Toastmasters is useful in a corporate organization, and what are the benefits which a corporate can get out of a Toastmasters club, and how many corporate clubs are available in Region 11 in the five districts which we are talking about, and how the corporate clubs are being recognized across Toastmasters, and what kind of recognition we can achieve from Toastmaster International, and what are the criteria for getting the recognition for the corporate club, and how to apply for the corporate clubs. These are the topics which I will be covering in detail in today's presentation. I would like to talk about corporate clubs. Corporate is an act of getting different professionals to work together for the purpose of achieving desirable goals by using the available resource in an ardent and an effective way. We might be wondering what Toastmasters would do for a corporate company, especially for a petrochemical rich industrial sector. Is Toastmasters really helpful? Yes, no matter how good you are in a technical skills, we need to communicate our ideas successfully for a better execution. In that case, Toastmasters is our lifeline. We are almost always occupied during our office hours. We need someone to mentor us. Toastmasters provide us mentors with vast experience, knowledge, and of course, free of charge, and help us in developing our own better versions. Toastmasters clubs are offered by companies all over the world and throughout several industries. Over half of Fortune 500 companies offers clubs to our employees. Some of the biggest names in the world host Toastmasters clubs, like Apple, Google, Coca-Cola, Toyota, and as well as Disney and Boeing. In our Region 11, we have many Fortune 500 companies and regional companies who support Toastmasters. These are the corporates who invest in employees' welfare and development. Sorry, one second. Toastmasters Club is a platform where members are put through real life experience in speaking in front of an august audience and organizing an event. It is a platform where you can learn from your club members. Few of our corporate companies having Toastmasters clubs are Saudi Aramco, which is the largest who has the largest Toastmasters club in District 79, SABIC, Farabi, Saudi Electricity Company, STC, the mobile network providers, STC, Mobili, Emirates, IBM, GPIC, McDermott, GC, and many more companies have Toastmasters clubs here. What kind of benefits which a Toastmasters achieve from a corporate? There are certain hierarchy in our corporate offices, but Toastmasters helps to break that. Each and every one is a Toastmaster, and we are groomed to develop into our own better versions. I have an experience of going to a corporate club where a general manager of a company is given a feedback for his own department colleague on a speech. Where else you can find this kind of culture? Only in Toastmaster, you can find this culture. And what are the benefits where you can see out of a Toastmasters? One is your engagement. Through our Toastmasters, employees will have several skills that can translate into their jobs. Employees will learn how to communicate in effective meeting, saving companies time and money. They will enhance their listening skills and sharpen their presentation skills. The Toastmasters Club will boost team collaboration. Along the way, employees will learn to guide successful teams and how to take and implement feedback, leading to tremendous career growth. I have been a beneficiary in a corporate environment where the companies look at Toastmasters to organize and conduct the program. I was fortunate to organize a groundbreaking ceremony of a new greenfield plant at western provinces of Saudi Arabia. Shareholders, multinational customers, technology providers, customers from across the globe, government officials, and employees were the honored guests. More than 100 people were invited for that particular event. This gives an opportunity to exhibit my leadership skills. Toastmasters is a platform, is a place where you learn to take decision and exercise your responsibility. So coming to the region level, how many corporate clubs are there in our region, in the 5 main districts of Region 11? We have around 190 clubs who are corporate clubs in the 5 regions, 5 districts of Region 11, which is around 26% of the total Toastmasters clubs available in Region 11. If you see, District 79 have around 58 corporate clubs, and District 105 has around 79 corporate clubs in this region. And I would like to talk about how the corporate club has changed my life in my communication and as well as in the leadership skills. I still remember my icebreaker speech, My Life, where I broke the world record in R counts and fillers. Initially, even now, sometimes I go out of the room when there is a table topic session. These are the times which will make you or break you. If you are forced and clear in your thoughts, no one can stop you from success. That same year, I participated in a club level humorous speech competition. Of course, I didn't win, but I developed the self-confidence to face 100+ audience in a club contest. And that is how my club invite guests for the contest. The next year, I again participated in the club level humorous speech competition, and I won the first place in the humorous competition. Then I went on to the area where I again won the second place. The next year, I participated in the competition and won the area contest, and I won the second place in the division level humorous competition. I could see a constant growth in me on the communication path. I always have a passion on leadership. I started my Toastmasters journey as a sergeant arms. I had various positions at club level and became the club president in the year 2015. Became the area director in 2017, conference chairman for first Division D conference in 2018, and second division director in 2018 for Division D. We had 12 clubs with 5 community clubs, 6 corporate clubs, and 1 institution clubs. Under my leadership, my division champions won the international speech, table topics, humorous speech contest at Saudi Arabia Toastmasters annual conferences. We created history in Jubail by bagging 3 out of 12 champions trophies. I always believe, and being a service leader, you need to be a team player if you need to build a confidence among members and learn from the experience. My Farabi Toastmasters Club have conducted 7 youth leadership program and Gavel Club for the past 4 years and organized several workshops for school children for their self-development. I am fortunate to be a contributor to all these events. This gives you a lot of learning opportunity. Youth leaders have a lot of innovative ideas and talents. You get a satisfaction by mentoring Toastmasters, youth leaders, and develop your speech craft skills. Toastmasters also have an improved by professional career, teaching you negotiation skills, listening skills, speaking skills, planning skills, and as well as execution skills. Life is full of challenges. It's easy to let go. But as a human being, we should at least need to make an effort to succeed. My role as a PR manager for District 79, I, along with my team, had introduced many new programs which will help the new members have a new dimension in Toastmasters. We had introduced many campaigns, events, podcasts, newsletters, promotional activities in District 79. There is a famous saying, optimization simply means that you take a bunch of little things that don't seem to be very different to the change. And all of these little changes have a multiplying effect, and you get a giant change from all those tiny changes. So I truly believe in this quote. And that is what our District 79 PR team does for the entire district. Coming to the corporate club contribution, the corporate clubs have always been a major sponsor, be it a district conference or an area or a division conference. Without their support. Can I continue?
Yes, please, PTM.
Sorry.
Yes, you can continue.
Without their support, definitely we cannot conduct a single program in any of our districts. And they have always been a major contributor for the youth leadership program and for Gavel programs, because, and one of the major things which I've seen in the recent past after the COVID is the development of the organized soft skill training programs. So far, we have been meeting customers directly, and which has given a face value to our customers and to our company. But now, with the current COVID situation, it's very difficult to meet people directly. So the Toastmasters have given an opportunity for us to learn video conferencing, and that skill has really helped us in meeting the expectations of the customers. So I would say there are a lot of resources available in Toastmasters. You take the world champions of public speaking, different trainers, the senior Toastmasters who are specialized in specific subject matter experts. They all complement each other to the growth of their employees, and a lot of resources are available, and it is our responsibility and it's our, I would say, our thing to tap the right resources for the right job. Having said this, I would like to go into our star walls or the icons of Region 11. On the left-hand side, you can see the world champion of public speaking, Mohammed Al-Qahtani, who has been greeted by His Excellency, His Highness, King Salman. On the right-hand side, you can see Toastmaster Mohammed Al-Qahtani comes from a corporate club, Saudi Aramco. Whereas on the right-hand side, you can see Toastmaster Adil Al Jumian. He's the second place semi-finalist winner in 2017 International Convention. And he represents a corporate club, which is Saudi Electricity Company. And of course, now coming on to the recognition, Toastmasters have never ever gone away from recognizing the corporates in the past. This picture highlights the recognition which was given to Farabi Toastmasters Club in the year 2018, where Farabi for the last 8 years have contributed to the success of division conferences from 2011 till 2019 to division D, E, and L. And when DTM Balraj came for that event, he recognized Farabi Toastmasters CEO, Engineer Mohammed Alwade, and our Marketing and Strategic Planning Director, DTM Perry, for the wonderful services they have rendered for the Toastmasters community. Next, coming to the corporates sponsoring the Toastmasters event. When I was the first Division D conference chairman, we had almost around 5 to 6 corporates supporting us for this conference. One, the major contributor has come from Farabi Petrochemicals Company. Then we got the first timers in that conference where Eskem and as well as Satop. They are one of the biggest refineries in Saudi Arabia. They contributed to our conference, and we had some technical companies also sponsoring our division conference. And this is the recognition program during the division conferences. Next comes the telecom giant Mobily being a major sponsor in the SATAC conferences. You can see the pictures here. And this was taken with Mr. Daniel Rex, the CEO of Toastmaster International, and our past District 79 Director, DTM Sulaiman Almadi, who was there he was the one who initiated the process of chartering new clubs in Mobily. And here are some of the newsletters from some Saudi Aramco. And you could see the one on the right-hand side, where this is the first club in Dhahran in Saudi Arabia to start a Toastmasters club. And the news reading is available here. And the other activity, I would like to also share the other activities of District 105. There is a company named Bahwan International Group, where they have been running the Toastmasters for the past 14 years successfully, and they have contributed to the growth of their employees in both communication and the leadership skills. District 79 this year has come up with a separate team for corporate social responsibility. This team focuses on 2 things. One, about career guidance, and the other one about the special needs. This team is being headed by Toastmaster Jijo from District 79. He has conducted so far 3 programs, 1 in Arabic and 2 in English, speaking about the mock interviews and how to ace the interview skills in both English and in Arabic. And there was a special program conducted for special need children, the special Toastmasters who can be part of Toastmasters, regular Toastmasters clubs, and how can they improvise on and improve on their skills. And these are some of the corporate awards being given to the clubs in their respective districts. District 105 has come up with a PR award, whereas District 20 has come up with the Club Growth Awards, like a Gladiator Award for Aval Gulf Toastmasters Club, is Coaching Toastmasters as a Smedley Award, and as well as Gipka Toastmasters Club has achieved the Lead and Win September Award. So these are the awards which the district has come up to recognize the corporate clubs. And again, next coming to Nesma and Partners, which is one of the leading company in Saudi Arabia who has been sponsoring Toastmasters for almost a decade. These pictures were taken when several tall leaders and international presidents have visited Nesma and Partners in Saudi Arabia. The first picture talks about is when DTM John Laws has come to Saudi Arabia, and he had honored Nesma and Partners for their contribution to the service to Toastmasters. Our next picture talks about Teresa Duke's visit, and the third one talks about shows about the DTM Balraj visit to Saudi Arabia and to Nesma Partners. And the next slide talks about the corporate involvement in Toastmasters. And this slide talks about the Aramco's involvement in Toastmasters. The first picture talks about the Mohammed Al Qatani receiving the momentum from their company's CEO. And second picture talks about the DTM Balraj's visit to Aramco. Second and third talks about their visit to Aramco. And they have been greeted by the Vice President Exploration and Executive Director of Portfolio Development. And these are some of the pictures taken during the recognition of corporate clubs by the respective division and district leaders. Now, coming to the criteria for recognizing corporates. There are 5 different criteria which a Toastmaster would like to look at. Have they sponsored any Toastmasters club for the past 2 years? They are looking at the potential to sponsor many more clubs, provide whether the corporate is sponsoring their membership dues, whether the corporate is sponsoring the meeting location, and whether they are also seeing whether they want their employees to join the corporate clubs. So these are the 5 major criteria which is required to see whether that corporate can be recognized, can be considered for a recognition. Next comes now how to apply for the corporate club recognition. There is a website link given below in toastmasters.org. So this form can be filled by 2 individuals in our district, which is who is our program quality director and as well as the club growth director. They are the ones who can recognize these corporate clubs and other things. All other supporting information has to be provided by the respective corporate clubs to their corporate clubs, or the area directors or the division directors can submit this details to the program quality director and club growth director, and this form can be filled by them. And please make sure that if you do this recognition at least 3 months before, so that the awards reach you on time. Last but not the least, I would like to again say this famous quote, which I truly believe in, is optimization simply means that you have taken a bunch of little things that doesn't seem to be very difficult to change. And all those little changes have a multiplying effect, and you get a giant change from all those tiny changes. Thank you very much. And I'm ready for questions and answers.
Yes, thank you so very much, PRM Palaniraj. It was a very informative and a wonderful session. So I would like to request, if anyone has any question, you can ask in the chat box. You are highly encouraged to ask questions because this is a great learning opportunity for each one of us. And we are not sure when this opportunity will come next. So you're encouraged to ask your questions. I have not yet received any questions so far. Yes, so we have one question, and that is how to approach corporate club and its achievements.
Corporate clubs, the achievements of the corporate clubs can be seen through which we can receive it through the division directors and the area directors, and we can get their requirements. See, as I said, the 5 different criteria are there to recognize the corporates. One is their how long that particular corporate has sponsored a Toastmasters club. And I see, for example, I'm just giving you a live example of Farabi Toastmasters Club. We started the club in 2012, and we have been continuously having regular club meetings till today. And last year we started with another Toastmasters club and same Farabi, because the number base have increased to more than 20. And today we have 2 corporate clubs. So these kind of the clubs has to be recognized in order for these awards. So when we talk to the division directors or to the area directors, definitely we'll be coming to know about these clubs. I hope I answered your questions.
Yes. So we have one more question, and that is how to encourage the companies to keep sponsoring its members, and how to encourage employees to join their company club.
Okay. I would like to say, again, I want to bring a personal example, because I come from Farabi Toastmasters Club, and this is there in live in our company. Any new engineer who joins Farabi, okay, they have to be part of Toastmasters, and their performance is linked to their activity in Toastmasters clubs, and how many speech projects they give in a Toastmasters club. So this is considered as one of the criteria for them to qualify for the next stage of their development scope. So like this, like what I said, last year, a year before, Sadara Toastmasters Club also has come up with the guidelines for their employees, which they get motivated or promoted to join Toastmasters clubs.
Excellent. Thank you so very much, PRM Palaniraj, for your presentation and for addressing the questions. Now we are going to move on to the next speaker, and he is none other than the PRM.
I'm just going to finish it off once again.
Okay, okay.
These are the activities which District 79 is currently following for the PRM, or for the public relation of District 79. We started with different campaigns, like Know Your Leaders, One Family, One Mission, District 79. And we also, for the first time, we have come up with the newsletter from District 79. We have come up and we have introduced all the teams of Roundtable of District 79 properly. And we are recognizing our distinguished Toastmasters achievement, and as well as the club which have achieved more than 9 points in their DCP. And for the first time in the history of Region 11, District 79 has come up with English and as well as Arabic podcast. And this is the team formation. And I request all members here to follow, tweet, like, subscribe, and comment, and look for a latest update of District 79 in our Facebook page, Twitter page, LinkedIn page, Instagram page, and YouTube page.
Thank you, DTM. Raj. Thank you so very much.
Wonderful.
So now we are going to move on to our next speaker, who is none other than TM Sarfraz Sheikh. He is the PRM of District 104, and the offices he has held is the club president of Voice Toastmasters. He has also been the vice president education of Voice Toastmasters, and been associated with OMG Toastmasters as VP PR, and also as the vice president membership of Voice Toastmasters, and also served as a club treasurer of Voice Toastmasters. So with your big round of applause, Toastmasters Sarfraz Sheikh for the topic social media and management.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Qamar. Once again, very warm good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to my dear fellow Toastmasters and leaders. I will be sharing my screen now. First of all, I just want to ask one thing. Do you ever heard from your friend or any of your colleague or any old friend who says, I don't use social media. It's for the younger generation. It's for them. It's for them. Have you encountered those people? I will say yes. There are people who will say that I don't use social media, but they are a big, either they are lying to them to themselves or to fooling around someone. By going to this report or this presentation, I hope you will get my point, what I mean to say. Today, in this digital era, if anybody says what I don't know about social media, he is fooling around. First of all, what is social media? Let us see what is social media. Social media is a computer-based technology which facilitates the sharing of ideas, sharing your thoughts, building your virtual network around and among the communities. This is the most important thing we need to learn. And we all know this, that we all are doing this 4 points. We are sharing our ideas, we are sharing our thoughts, we are building our networks through different channels. Social media can be a useful tool which brings advantages in the engaging with your audience. Our audience is Toastmasters members and the new members who are looking for improvement in their careers or in their job responsibility. Social media is playing the #1 role in this digital era during the lockdown period. And do you know, the most important thing is average person is spending almost 3 hours on social media sites daily. Now you will say, I don't. And I was saying like, no, but yes, I was using my WhatsApp, I was using my Facebook, Instagram, whatever channels, but at least we are spending 3 hours. You have to choose wisely. Why this using social media channels wisely? I'm saying it. You cannot dive in all channels. At least select the best 3. Choose them so that you can deliver, you can reply, you can respond to your audience on time with a proper content, with an attractive text, with an attractive images, with an attractive brand identity of Toastmaster or your own brands. Like I said, we are sharing our ideas through different types of platforms that are social networking sites, imaging and sharing messages sites, video sharing sites, social blogging, social community and discussion sites. This all are in one thing, that is social media platform, which we all are using. And it is very important tool these days for all of us, whether we are a club officer, whether we are a club member, whether we are an area director or a division director or a bigger level, or you are a boss, or you are owning your own company. If you don't have your identity on your social media, then it is very disappointing for you that your audience or your loyal customer will never come back to you. I will just show you a figure how important this digital media is playing the role. If you see the world around 7.5 billion total population, unique mobile user around the world is 5.19 billion, then internet user is 4.5, and active social media is 3.8 billion around the world. This is for the world. Now I will showcase you with our districts. This is for Saudi Arabia. Our Facebook audience is 13 million. Male is 21%, 78%. 21 is female and 78 is male. On Instagram, you can see 12 million and female proportion goes down up 37.6 and for male it's 62.4. And same goes with Twitter. Twitter is the highest, 14.35, because all among the Saudis and the locals, especially, they do tweets and lots of things happening in the Twitter. And then there is a Snapchat where you will find 16.1 million. Even it's a growing channel for all of us. Now this is for UAE. UAE Facebook audience is 8.1 million and there are 26.3 is a female and 73 male. Same goes with Instagram, 3.8 million users of Instagram. Twitter audience is 3.3. Then in Snapchat, 2.35. Now comes to Bahrain, it's 840,000, which will, and then for Instagram also 720,000, Twitter 817, Snapchat 885. Let's look on Pakistan, our district 120, that is 33 million Facebook user, 6.4 million Instagram, and 4.4 million Snapchat. You might be thinking why I am saying all this, why I am giving this insights. Before digging into a social media, I just want to give you some insight that yes, social media is somewhere, and this many of the users are available. They might be a potential member for Toastmasters brand. So it is an opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity, because during this era, during this pandemic, we are totally dependent on online media, which will really, really help us if we do a proper thing. Now, why social media? Because social media is very important, because it allows you to reach, nurture, and engage with your target audience, no matter their locations. Now with online media, online Zoom meetings, we are getting audience from Philippines, Singapore, USA, everywhere, right? Where we can increase our brand awareness. If you have your own identity, if we have our own identity on social media channels, then we will increase our brand awareness. We will it will improve our brand loyalty. Brand loyalty is also very important. Like suppose if you are working with a company, a brand, which is called, for example, Hyundai, Toyota, or anything, and they just have their cars. Do you think this time only having their cars will help them to increase their brand loyalty or brand awareness? I don't think so, because now all the customers first go to Google, first go to their Facebook, first they inquire, first they do research about the car, about everything. That is brand awareness, that will come brand loyalty, then it will be more opportunities to convert, then it will be a higher brand authority, and it will increase your inbound traffic. And trust me, it will really impact, it will give a good impact on our Toastmaster business and even in your own business. But it is definitely helping Toastmasters as a brand awareness they are building among. Now, the most important thing, now we all know that district is having a page, but club doesn't have a page, or club have a page. If your club currently have a social media presence, and if it is not branded as our PRM has said, if we use a proper branding, it will really give a good impact on the audience, on the user or the new member. Oh yes, it's a brand. If you have a page itself, then please look into it, rebrand it with the new guideline which Toastmaster have provided to you. And if you don't have an identity, if your club, your area or division doesn't have their identity, I request you all after this session, please create your own club identity so that you will get good member, you will get good benefits, you will get your own identity as Voice Toastmaster Club, as OMG Club, or any of the club. You just need to do that so that you can create, you can communicate, you can engage. Your presence on social media will definitely help you to increase your club meetings, your identity, everything. You will look into it. Within few months, you will get organic members. Within few months, you will get, if you are doing lots of things on engaging your visitors and members, it will really help you out. Now, how frequently you can post? In Facebook, you have to post 1 post or 2 posts per day. Timing, it should be 6 a.m. or 6:30, or it depends on your audience. And then 8:30 p.m. evening, because every 8:30 is the best time when we are having our dinner. We are sitting idle and we can see that. Then in Twitter, you can post, you can tweet 3 to 6 tweets a day. It depends on the content what you have. And Instagram, in generally, it recommends once per day and 3 times a week. And creating a best YouTube video, your meeting video, your members video, you can market your own self, you can market your own club by using those channels. These are free channels, which at least I request all club, at least you should have your presence in Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. These are the most important channels which are freely available for you all. And for YouTube channel, it's also very important. Like whatever videos you have, you can post it on YouTube, and you can publish it all your channels, and see, you will definitely get recognized. Now I just have a few tips, like how to start. You just need to start with your plan. Check out your competitors. Your competitors are not Toyota or Nissan or any other car brands or any perfume brands. Your competitors are your own districts, your district, your Toastmaster district 122, or around the world. You just visit those pages, how they look like, and you just create your brand identity, not by copying, but just following them by using our brand manual. You can create your social media calendar. Like today or Monday, I will post this till this month, and so that you can post your thing. Now, the most important thing is 80% of your content should be should be educate, inform, and entertain your audience. And only 20% of content should be your promotional. You should, by this, you will build a good relationship and use your influencer. I have seen, because I am a PRM this year, so I have seen in my Instagram, in our District 104 Instagram page, there are lots of Toastmasters who is having more than 1,000 followers. Can you imagine? They can be our influencer. And very soon, even District 104 will follow with them to be our influencer, so that we can market ourselves, district, and our club to get recognized. And they are the one who can help you, who can be our voice. Use ads to reach out. Now, how to engage with your customers, audience is ask the questions. You can ask questions like how Toastmaster Maram today, she asked us a question and we replied. Obviously, if you post any questions on your social media channels, you will definitely get a good response. Use captivating images, stay on brand, share videos, show followers inside, outside of the district. Keep your posts very simple. Now brand identity has been shared with all, brand manual has been shared. It has very simple, elegant colors, and we at District 104 PR team has developed lots of templates, and we have circulated to our division directors and area directors, and mashallah, they are using it, and we are proud of everything. Then you can share that and timely content and competition, polls and surveys. And the most important, this red one, is broadcast live. I don't know, today R.A. James is going through Facebook Live or no, I don't know, but he should have used this broadcast live so that other members could have seen this. So I suggest this to be there for all clubs. Last time at Voice Toastmaster Club, where I'm a member, we have used this broadcast live, and around the world, people can see, and it has been recorded over there. Now, the most important thing I want to share with you, like now you are receiving lots of links like Zoom link, which is very big, right? If you are posting those links in our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, it will not accept because they have the limits of the characters. So the first link is, I will just show you, a sample is there in my next screen, app bit.ly link, like where whatever a big URL you have, you can create it as a short URL. You can shorten your URL so that it can utilize the space for the content. Then it will be very easy for user to type also. They won't be missing anything. Then the second thing is you can generate your QR code. Like if you have a big meeting, you can generate your own QR code and post it in your flyer so that everybody in the mobile phone just can scan and they can log into the meeting. Besthashtags.com is also a very important tool for creating your hashtags. Social media today, what is happening around social media or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you will find this news. Then Canva.com is the most important for all the clubs if they don't know designing or PR manager. If you don't know designing or anything, you can use Canva.com. It's a free, and it's very useful for all of us. Pixabay.com is also amazing for high resolution images, which are freely available. If you want to use it, you can use it from there. Toastmasters has already provided lots of design elements on their website. Photos are very high resolution. District 104 is using their photos, and it is really helping us to make our brand a proper, very well-known identity. And soon it will be there. This is just an example what I told you, like Zoom meeting URL is like this. And after that, I can, if you just log into bit.ly.com, you can just copy paste this URL and you will get a short URL that is this. And even you can make your own club name also, or a meeting identity. You can just create those. It will really help you. And please use those tools. It will be very helpful. And we will be sharing this presentation with RA so you can utilize those assets for your thing. And the final thing, like if district has a budget, they can either go for a social media management tool. That is very important. There are lots of tools are available, but these tools which I have highlighted is very useful and very easy to use, which I'm using in my professional life. That is Hootsuite.com and Zuhu. Zuhu District 104 is using Zuhu.com, where Zuhu is a platform, online social media platform, where you don't have to post individual posts in. If you have to log in on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, separately, no need. You just need to create your account in Zuhu or in a social media management tool. You just need to connect all your social media channels in one platform, prepare your post, prepare your text, prepare your hashtags, everything, upload it on Zuhu and just click on publish. It will publish in all of your channels. This is what social media management is. Tools which is very important for managing a big account like districts and clubs. And these are the sizes which I have already, I will be sharing with you all, and it is available. And it is very useful, like while you're creating Twitter logo and the banner and post sizes, everything, it should be like that, so that all channels, your identity will be unique. And these are the sizes which I will be sharing. And the most important, you will see these days, hashtags are used. And Toastmasters always recommend us to use hashtags. Why hashtags are used? Because hashtags are used to give you more. Now, suppose if you're getting 1% response or 1% kind of thing, so you will get at least double or triple by using those hashtags. And whenever you click on these hashtags, whatever post, whoever posting you this hashtag, it will be notified in this thing. So it is very good for us to use hashtags. And these are the few things what I have highlighted here is in Twitter, you can use 280 characters. Twitters have raised their 90 characters into 280 characters now. You can use in one tweet 280 characters. In Facebook, you can use 4280 characters. And hashtag in Facebook only one. And even in Twitter, you can use more than that. And in Instagram, you can use 9. But I recommend use only one, which will be really helpful for all our presence. This is what the social media and our responsibility as Toastmasters. It is all our VPPR and all our area and division directors' responsibility to create. If your club doesn't have their own identity, please, I request to all division and area director and whoever the leaders are, please request all the clubs to create their own identity. And this is our social media channels for District 104. I will be sharing in the chat book. And back to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, PRM District 104 Sarfraz. Very informative session. I loved the stats that you have shown and the tips that you have shared on how to engage with the audience on social media, and especially, most importantly, the social media resources and the social media management tools that you have shared. I request if you can just copy and paste the links of the resources in the chat box so that we can save the links and quickly go through that. So now over to the question and answer session. So the first question that we have received is, in order of preference for Toastmaster content, where will you put each social media platform?
Can you repeat?
Yes. In order of preference for Toastmaster content, where will you put each social media platform?
The question is like, if you have a content and which channels you should use? Okay.
Yes. Which channel in order of the preference?
Preference depends on your, like suppose in Saudi Arabia, there are different channels, different audience are available, like Saudis, non-Saudis, expatriates and all. So it has a mixed culture. So what we are using is Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. These are the 3 preferable channels, which is very useful channels for all of us. And what we are doing as a district, we are creating our content and we are posting in all channels. So all channels have a different audience. So different audience will get same message. What I hope this has been answered. You can create
yes,
one post and you can post it in all channels.
Okay. Okay. So we have one more question. And it is, do you think that Toastmaster International rule of not having their own logo, it's hurting the club in not creating as a prominent potential to what otherwise is?
I think this question has been answered by our PRM, Maram. And suppose, for example, you have a brand called, what's your name? Kamar. For example, I'm giving you a Kamar, okay? You are having your own brand identity. And instead of your logo, Kamar, I'm putting my name, my identity. Do you think you will be a famous online or anywhere? No. Right? That is what Toastmasters International, whatever brand, if I'm talking about Toastmasters International, but if you think Toastmasters International is not a big brand, it's a big brand. It's almost 100 years. It's a big brand. And if you are working for Hyundai or any of the car or any of the perfume brands, do you think they will use any other brand's logo? And if you are working on that company or any brand, you will never use any other brands. So it's our own brand identity. Toastmaster will give you your club. If you are putting your club name, it will give you a good impact. Those who are searching on search engines. I hope all clubs should use the brand manual and brand identity so that we all be one. It will be a uniqueness in all our clubs, inshallah. I hope I answered.
Yes, I totally agree with you, PRM Sarfraz. As a PRM of District 122, I've also been through the same challenge of how to tackle this challenge of the clubs who are creating their own logos. And to some extent, I was successful, but it's still a challenge all across the world. I've seen the clubs have their own logos.
Yes.
So thank you so much, PRM Sarfraz. So we have so far 60 participants in this summit, which is beyond expectation. Thank you so very much for joining us. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the dignitaries who have joined us, which includes district directors, program quality directors, club growth directors, division and club officers, especially IPRA Ali Shahbaz, for all your encouragements. And the best thing is that we are exactly on time. So now we are moving on to our next presenter, who is none other than DTM Deepa. So her topic is promoting Toastmasters events. She is the PRM of District 105, and she has also served as the Division Director of Division F in District 105. And she has also served as Area Director, Area 5 in District 105. She has been Club President 3 times, Vice President Membership 2 times, and Vice President Public Relation Officer 6 times. Wow, that's great. And Club Secretary once. So with your huge round of applause, DTM Deepa for promoting Toastmasters events.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster, MC. That was wonderful introduction and you really motivated me. Thank you very much. Respected Region Advisor, DTM James, past Region Advisor, DTM Ali, leaders of various districts from my district, my fellow public relations managers, DTM Raj, Toastmasters Maram, Sarfraz and Ahmed, and all the dignitaries who joined us from worldwide. A very happy afternoon, very happy evening, very happy morning, whichever time zone you are, please be happy. Thank you very much for joining the first Public Relations Summit of Region 11. Now, look at this. We are talking about events, okay? Look at this event invitation, a very important event in my life, my marriage invitation. We had 1,500 people attended the marriage function, though majority complained that they could not actually watch that particular ceremony because the video team was covering the stage. The next day for the reception, there was another 1,000 people. And all these people came just based on this invitation card, a very old invitation card, right? And now when I am looking for the Instagram details, Twitter account details, no, it's not the Facebook, no, it's even Facebook details are not there. So this 2,500 people just came based on my father's or my mom's invitation calls or visit and personal invitation apart from this invitation card. And nowadays we have a number of social media channels, WhatsApp and so many other tools for invitations, reminders, everything. But still, as public relations people, we are struggling to get the target audience which we intend to attend our public relations or any kind of event, any informative learning events. We are struggling actually. Why is that? Any idea? What is your opinion? That reminds me the famous marketing guru Seth Godin's words. People do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, services, stories, and magic. Let me underline those words. People are interested in relationships, stories, and magic what these two creates. That's it. So, in order to sell something or in order to give something from my side, from our side to other people, what we need is relationships based on trust. So before any event, before any event planning itself, we need to set relationships with the people around us and across the world. And that is what will make sure that our event is successfully attended by maximum number of targeted audience. Before any event in advance, we need to set up these relationships, and other some minute details are also there. So before going into how to get these particular relationships with the people, how to set those, let's understand some other aspects of any event which will make the event successful. These days, we know these days good public relations is vital to many activities which we all participate throughout our lifetime. Not like the old marriages which I showed the invitation card of, but social media is very important, as Sarfraz, Toastmaster Sarfraz already mentioned to all of us, and how to manage it, he already explained. We can't run business or expect an event to draw large crowd without appropriate social media attention. As public relations team, or as a Toastmaster ambassador, or as a normal Toastmaster just joined Toastmasters movement, it is vital to know how to attract the attention of our club, attraction of the audience for our club, area, division, events through publicity. And we need to learn how to protect the Toastmasters brand, what Toastmaster Maram had explained to us, in strict compliance, I should say, strictly compliant to the brand requirements. Whatever activities we do to attract the attention of our targeted audience, we need to ensure that we comply with the branding guidelines. An effective public relations and publicity program requires the support and involvement of each and every Toastmaster attend that particular event. Let me say, the organizing team and the audience, everybody has to understand the importance of that event. And we need to improve quality. We need to ensure the quality, well planned, well organized, and well conducted meetings, programs, and events provide a solid foundation of any public relations activity. For good PR, we need a strong, well-planned event, and that creates trust also, that sustains the trust also. For example, when prospective members attend our club meeting or an area, division, or district event, what they see there, what they hear, what they feel during that meeting, that will determine their response to the club, area, division, and district event, or its members, or the Toastmasters fraternity as a whole. So we need to be very careful in designing that particular event or organizing that particular event. Otherwise, whatever relationship we maintain, we created, we lose that credibility. Let me tell you, a dip in membership is usually, let me underline, is usually, not in COVID times, is usually considered the result of poor leadership in the club and a decline in meeting quality. Work with the fellow officers to make sure that we have a good product before trying to get others buy into it, and we will be at membership capacity in no time. Now, let's see how to build these relationships. Let's go back to our presentation. Before that, let's understand which are the events that merit our attention as public relations officers or public relations or a Toastmaster ambassador. These events, such as region events, such as this PR Summit of Region 11, or district events, division contest, area contest, and club meetings. Club meeting is an event. Every meeting, Sergeant of Arms is getting an opportunity as an event manager when they conduct, they arrange, organize an event. And it is the responsibility, or it is the learning of the executive committee members which determines the quality of that particular meeting. Every executive committee member's attention is required to ensure the quality. And clubs can organize charter celebrations, 100 meeting anniversary celebration, member officer installations, sharing of success stories, visits of prominent guest speakers. Our district is planning to invite this year's champion speaker from Toastmasters International. Hope we will be successful. That will be a big event. We will invite you all for that. Division area conferences, international officers visits, DTM, the CEO of Toastmasters International, Daniel Rex's visit was a big success in our, and which created a big boost for the membership also in our district previously. Special programs, club level picnics or area division level picnics, educations, etc. Anything and everything with merits, good public relations planning and program. Now, to promote an event, what we need to know. Before I told you about setting the relationships, these are in addition to that, each and every event, before we start attracting the audience, we need to know about these factors about the event. What is the vision of the event? What is the goal to be achieved by the event? What are the media outlets to be targeted? What are the plans to promote the event? I remember there was a question answered by Toastmaster Surface before. Based on the content, what is the preference of the social media, where we can post? I mean, it's absolutely subjective based on the event, based on our target base, based on the relationships what we maintain and the type of event. Based on that only, we need to decide as public relations officers which platform we need to use to promote the particular event. So before that, before start publicizing, we need to know the type of the event. Choosing the correct platform comes after that. Then posts that engage your audience, such as club news, success stories, events, pictures, videos, how many clubs are likely to benefit from this event, who from which of these clubs will assist us with this event promotion, how to capture leads, what we are gaining or getting from this particular event, and what are the plans proposed to follow up with the leads what we got. Now, again, so we are going back to the first point, build the contact base, build the relationships. And in District 105, this is what we have used as part of the campaign to build the database of our people. We released this flyer. This is DTM Cyprian Miskit, and he is our this year's DTEC chair, appointed chair. And with his picture, what we sent out this particular flyer with one click on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, or YouTube, members can just get joined to our, or to anybody, not only members, anybody in the entire world can join our social media channels where we are regularly posting informative or motivational information. That is how we are creating or sustaining that trust. Now, these are the improvements or the increasing number participations immediately after that social media campaign. Our Facebook jumped, I mean, ours is a new district, just 5 years old, and from 2.7 it moved to 3, and then we have some 300, 400 Insta followers, we have some 150 plus Twitter followers. We just started these channels in this year, and these are how we are keeping the engagements in active mode on an everyday basis. Based on the best practices, it is advised for Instagram, we can go for 2 to 3 posts per day. So we are trying to follow the best practices as well. These are how it is related with the event. That's what I mentioned earlier. We need to create the base where before we publicize the events, before we start getting the results. Now, apart from the social media, web page is also a good attention grabber, or which sets the trust of the particular district or Toastmasters group. Useful information in that website will attract the maximum audience. And on the website, we can have district name, meeting time, location, etc. mission, purpose of the club and district, features and benefits of Toastmasters, district, etc. Then link to the Toastmasters international website. Anybody who is a non-member will visit our website, will be able to hook to the other concerned. If it is a district or a club or Toastmasters International, they will immediately able to connect. Now, another method or another tool which will help us to improve our member base or relationship contact base is the newsletters. So many says that newsletters is very difficult or a heavy workload is required. I agree, but newsletter is a very useful channel which proved good result, which gave good results historically as well. And in District 105, though many said no when we started, we have 14 divisions, but we started division-based district newsletter releases, and we already released 3 different newsletters highlighting the unsung heroes contribution from each and every district. So many leaders are already there on the limelight. Without covering them, we cannot do anything. We need the support, but our focus was mainly to the new Toastmasters or senior Toastmasters who already contributed a lot, but not in limelight at this point of time. That this was one idea which we thought of to bring back those leaders, which helped us in improving the number of attendees or participation for different events later. This was newsletter for the Division A, then this is from Division B, and then Division C, and Division D and E are on work in progress. Another another tool which we can rely upon is interviews. Conducting interviews is a question and answer session. The person who is being interviewed must be prepared, very well knowledgeable about the program, and these interviews we are posting in our district channels. Very informative, very motivational videos. And to promote our events, what we did, we used the teasers of these events or these interviews, and then which created a lot of interest. Also the awards, the district awards, we were creating some kind of curiosity, and with the teasers what we created and posted on our social media created a lot of interest. And some teasers were based on the YouTube informational interviews as well. Moving on, there are so many resources for event invitations are available on our Toastmasters International. We don't have to reinvent anything. Just start reading, browsing through the resources, and many are available already. We just need to customize it. If you are conducting an open house tool planning, then lots and lots of stuff is available. Materials are available on Toastmasters. I'll be sharing this presentation later for you to copy and keep it for your library. Then if you're planning for a good show, how to do the planning, how to organize it, etc. are available in this particular link. Then how to stir up excitement, whatever I mentioned, these are available over there if you want to refer back. Again, club meeting invitations are there. Let the World Know is a very comprehensive document, 61 pages, but many information, lots and lots of information is that there in one particular document. Please have a read. Public speaking tips are available. Social media tips for your club is available. And let me tell you, all these are strategically and technically proven materials or techniques. But as I mentioned already, these are just the tip of the iceberg. We need to ensure we create relationships based before itself. We need to ensure the quality for the particular event upfront. However, there is no idea fit for all events available. We need to understand what kind of event we are promoting, what's the target audience we are looking forward to, etc., to devise and plan intelligently. With experience, we will gain the knowledge and be able to get more attendees for any of our Toastmasters event, or even for the events in your business or in your personal life. And we will succeed in spreading the knowledge and culture of Toastmasters across the world. As we all know, the benefits of Toastmasters given to us, transforming us, and each one of us will become Toastmasters ambassadors. And that is the moment all our events will become successful, when all of us, all our Toastmaster friends are becoming the ambassadors of Toastmasters, to passing, spreading the goodwill of Toastmasters, sharing the treasure of Toastmasters. And that's our ultimate aim. Let me end over here, and I'm ready for question answers. Over to you, handsome Master of Ceremonies, Kamar. Thank you.
Thank you, PRM Deepa, for sharing on how to promote Toastmaster events, especially on building the contact base, following best practices, and that too with examples, and also the tips that you have shared on how to promote events through website, newsletter, and so many other ways through which we can promote the events. And great that you have also shared with us the event resources. Thank you so very much for your time. So now we are moving on to the question and answer session. So what questions do you have for PRM Deepa on promoting Toastmaster events? So some of the questions I have shortlisted to be addressed at the end of the session, because they are not so relevant to this session. So we encourage each one of you to ask questions, as many as you can. And yes, we have one question, and that is how to measure the effectiveness of each channel in promoting events.
We can have a survey after each event, especially like today, maybe after this event, we can plot a Google form with a feedback form, in which we can jot down the questions related to which social media channel you got this alert from, or you got this invitation from. That will clearly indicate, that will clearly help us measure which channel promoted our event.
Thank you, PRM Deepa. So now I guess it's time to move on to the next presenter, who is none other than TM Ahmed Sajjad, who is the PRM of District 122 Territorial Council, and the offices of Toastmasters he has held since 2015. He has served as a Vice President Public Relations of Islamabad Toastmasters. He has been the charter member and club mentor of Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club, and he has also served as a club president of Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club, and his topic is conventional media outreach. Toastmaster Ahmed Sajjad Zaidi for conventional media outreach.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamar, Master of Ceremonies. Honorable guests, R.A. James, fellow public relations managers, welcome to the conventional media outreach session. Let me share my screen. Can everyone see this?
Yeah, yes, we can see.
Okay, good. Thank you. Conventional media or traditional media, what exactly does that mean? Any guesses?
Like newspapers, maybe?
Okay, newspapers. Anything else?
Radio.
I think radios.
Radio. Excellent.
TV,
Word of mouth.
television,
Television. Someone did say television. Okay, great. Yes, so when we talk about traditional media channels or conventional media, that includes newspapers, magazines, all the print media, as well as television and radio. These are the mediums that we will be looking at. Now, you might say that everything is about social media these days. Everything is about the internet, about doing things online. So why do we have to bother with these outdated or seemingly outdated and traditional media? I mean, if you can put up a video on YouTube, which has the potential to reach billions of people, then why bother with television? Or newspapers, someone will read it that one day, and then that's it. It'll be thrown in the trash. So why are these important? First of all, this lends credibility to whatever your content is. So if you're posting something on YouTube, if you're posting something on social media, even if it gets a lot of likes, it's there's nothing very special about it. There's definitely there is something special, but to a certain audience, that doesn't really mean much. However, when you're on television, when you're in a reputed newspaper, that has a very different impact. That shows that you are serious. That shows that this is something credible. And because normally you don't see that kind of any casual news or any casual content in these mediums. So this gives it a lot of credibility. Secondly, it's a broadcast medium. So on social media, on YouTube, on a website, you are actually going to grab that media. You are actually going to read an article or view a video. However, with this, you are broadcasting out. Now, there are some disadvantages, of course. There's no interaction. People are unable to comment. People are unable to ask questions. But in some ways, that is an advantage, because you are broadcasting your message without any interruption. And that has its advantages. Secondly, expand reach. So with social media, you are limited to people who are online, with people who are on that specific platform. For example, Instagram, you will have a certain demographic on that platform. And if you want to reach an older audience, or if you want to reach professionals, yes, there is LinkedIn, but there might be some people who aren't even on LinkedIn. Either they are not used to the modern social media yet, or they are too busy to go on that. So this still has a lot of space. And lastly, less competition. So with everyone trying to buy ads on social media, everyone trying to be the top on social media, you have a lot of space available. Especially when it comes to something like soft skills, something which Toastmasters offers, there isn't much competition when you talk about traditional media. So you have an advantage there. Just as an example, as PRM Sarfraz just mentioned, we have around 33 million Facebook users in Pakistan. And total, there are about 37 to 40 million people which are on social media. However, just think about this, there's around 76 million adults still regularly watch TV. So that is a market that is about twice as large. That is a demographic that is about twice as large. So this is something that you can reach out to. Also, there are a lot of housewives, there are a lot of maybe people who are unable to read, which can't benefit from social media, can't benefit from an online-only strategy. So their traditional media plays a large part. So what types of content can you share on traditional media? Important news, press releases, regular updates, and discussions. So you may be invited to a discussion on public speaking, on presenting. And this is a great opportunity for you to discuss these topics. So as a few examples, club formation. When you form a new club, this is an excellent opportunity to highlight that, especially if this is the first club in that city or in that region. speech contests. So for us, speech contests, we experience so many speech contests on a regular basis. So as Toastmasters, for us, it is something very normal. It is something, I wouldn't say unimportant, but it's a matter of routine. However, for the general public, a speech contest or a nationwide or a region-wide speech contest, that is a big deal. That is a big news. So when you have some news like this, that there has been an amazing speech contest and our country or our region or our city won first prize, that is a newsworthy item, and that will can definitely get published in a newspaper or shown on TV. Club anniversaries, you can share this when you have achieved a certain milestone. So for example, in case of Islamabad Toastmasters Club, on our 10th anniversary, we had an amazing hike, which I will share shortly. And that was an excellent opportunity that we have completed 10 years. So how do you go about spreading your content or disseminating your content? So first of all, let's talk about newspapers and magazines. One restriction or one limitation that you have is that whereas on social media, you can create a very short, concise post and share it. No one will question that. It will be useful to a lot of people. However, on traditional media, on conventional media, especially in a magazine or in newspapers, your content has to have a certain high standard. It has to be very high quality. The grammar has to be correct. Good use of vocabulary. That has to be there. So first step is to create quality content. Spend a lot of time with it, share it with other people, get their feedback, make sure that it is top-notch. And then you start getting in touch with media outlets. Now, if you expect to get published in the top newspaper, that might not happen unless you have a very compelling story. However, there are a lot of newspapers, a lot of magazines, which are always looking for content. So this is a great opportunity. Reach out to these outlets, keep in touch with them, and eventually you will have a chance to get your content published. Exclusive versus general. So this is a concept where if you have 10 newspapers or magazines and you want each one of them to publish your story, so you have two choices. One is that you can ask them to publish it on a specific date. Now that is a very difficult thing to do because everyone wants to get the news out first, or they want to be exclusive. The other option is being exclusive. In that case, you contact one large media outlet, tell them that you're the only person you're the only entity that will get to publish that content, and they are more likely to publish it in that case. You will be missing out on the other newspapers, the other outlets, but it's easier to get your content published this way. And don't forget to have good high quality pictorials when you do so. So as an example, this is an article that was published just a few months ago about Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club. I wrote this because it was, I shared our journey where a club that almost disappeared, we survived, we persevered, and in the end we succeeded. So this is the kind of thing that you can publish. Another example, the 10 years anniversary that we celebrated on top of a hill. So this was a great opportunity to share that content. And this was sent out to a number of media outlets. So we've discussed newspapers and magazines. And number 3 is television. Now, one thing that I'd like to say about television is that it's very easy to record a video, put it up on YouTube, put it up on social media. It doesn't really bother you that much. But television is something, at least my generation or earlier generations, we grew up thinking that is something very, very special, that it's not possible for a normal person to be on television. So when you do get a chance, the first time I had to go on television, it made me really nervous. And I wanted to say, no, I don't want to go. So first of all, you have to be open to the idea. If tomorrow someone tells you that you have to be in our studio in the morning and we're going live to millions of people, you have to be mentally prepared for that. Secondly, just be ready for that, have in mind what kind of content you can share, what kind of experience that will be. So be mentally prepared for it. Build relationships. So keep in touch with people who are related to media, people who are already going on television. For example, my mentor, Usman Gulzari, he is a regular on social media. He's also Toastmaster. He also talks about public speaking, about these skills. And I have a great relationship with him. And because of that relationship, I am able to go on television as well. Build a brand. So when you build your own brand, build your brand as a Toastmaster, and that goes a long way. So whenever there is a discussion on public speaking, you will be the person that people will think of, first of all. And then reach out. So reach out to your members, to your other Toastmasters, because the likelihood is very high that someone out of the hundreds or thousands of Toastmasters that you have, they will have connections to the media outlets. Same goes for when you want to get something published in a newspaper, that you have to build these connections and be ready for it. Research and prepare. So normally when you are invited on television, there is a specific topic or a specific item that you need to talk about. And that is something that you need to prepare for beforehand. And very important, have your Toastmaster pin ready. So that just being in front of millions of people, a lot of people have that question whenever I'm wearing my pin, that what is this, what does it mean? So this is a really good opportunity to get the Toastmasters brand out there. So that's me on a morning talk show. That's on top is my mentor, Toastmaster Usman Gulzari, who is a regular on television. So with radio, it's very similar. So same rules apply as with television. Be open and ready, build those relationships, build a brand. One thing different is that your voice is the only thing that will be heard. So focus on that, prepare beforehand, do your exercises, make sure that you have a solid voice for your radio. And the amazing thing is that there are a lot of people who still listen to radio as well. So a lot of people who are commuting, who are stuck in traffic, they will have their radio on. And this is something that we shouldn't be ignoring. Finally, some tips. So, like I mentioned, reach out to members, build relationships, and the Toastmasters magazine, if you have any, distribute them to these outlets, to these people who may be able to help you. And timing is very important. So whenever there is something big going on, a presidential debate or elections or another event or an international conflict, it's very hard to get your message out to these outlets or the top newspapers or within the top news slots. However, there are a lot of times when it's quite the opposite, that these outlets are looking for content and it's up to you to take advantage of that. And lastly, research and prepare. So build those relationships, have your preparation ready, and keep writing that content, keep creating that content, which will help you get it out there in the traditional media. And that's it from my side. If you have any questions, over to you, Toastmaster Kamal.
Yes, thank you so very much, PRM Ahmed, for your presentation on conventional media outreach. And in this digital age, you have made us realize not to neglect the conventional media outreach and the importance of it. So thank you so very much for sharing all the tips and techniques to best utilize the conventional media. So what questions do you have for PRM Ahmed on conventional media outreach? So a lot of people are asking if they will get the presentations of all the presenters. Yes, everyone is going to get the presentations of all the presenters who have presented in this PRM Summit. So far, we have not received any question. So yes, so one question we have received, and that is tips to get the contents aired for free.
Okay. Yes, so as far as I know, you don't pay to get the content aired. It's more of a matter of there may be media outlets out there which will charge for such things, but most reputable outlets, they don't charge for it. The news has to be newsworthy for them to publish it. So make sure you frame the content in such a way, make sure that the content is that high quality that they will publish it for free. That would be my advice.
Okay, okay. Another important question, and that is why do you think conventional media should be used when the digital is flying high? So any hidden secrets?
Okay, so one of the biggest points that I mentioned is that it lends a lot of credibility to your message, as well as reaching out to a wider audience. So this may be different according to region. If you go to in a highly developed country, you may have shifted completely to digital. However, in a place like Pakistan, you still have 3 times more of an audience if you use conventional media. And this is something even I didn't realize that it would be this great until I did my research. So it's quite possible that even wherever you live, even in a developed place, there is an untapped market out there.
Thank you, thank you. And one last question. It's regarding the radio broadcast and how to reach them to give us the chance.
Radio broadcast. Okay.
Yes, radio broadcast.
So same rules apply. You need to build relationships, reach out to anyone who is associated with the radio, anyone who has those contacts, and make use of them. And normally when you have some content out there, whether through digital, whether through television, you can repurpose that content and send it out to these outlets. So you can request to be on such a channel, and most likely you will be invited for it.
Okay, thank you so very much, PRM Ahmed. Now we move on to our end of the session towards question and answer, closing remarks, and recognition by none other than R.A. James. But before that, I would like to ask the remaining questions that we have received so far. And one question we have received for PRM Pulenraj. So I hope you are with us. And the question that has been asked, and it's also my question as well, that how did you manage your picture-in-picture video in the presentation?
Yeah, very simple actually. You go to the share content, share screen, okay? There on the middle of the screen, you can see basic and advanced. Okay, click on advanced,
Okay.
and you can see PowerPoint as virtual background. Okay, so just click on that, and and you need to choose the location where your presentation is. Click on it, and here I come.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing
And
with
this
us.
was, I learned this only today at 11 o'clock. Thanks to my PR team.
Okay. Thank you. And today all of us have also learned from you. Thank you.
Thank you.
One important question, and any of the presenter can address this question. And the question is from a new member. And he says that it has been 10 days since I joined Toastmasters International. As a new member, what are the ways in which I can contribute to my club's growth besides bringing new members?
This question is to?
This is an open question anyone can address. What are the ways in which I can contribute? Yes.
First thing is have a goal for yourself. And the moment you satisfy your objective, your goal of joining Toastmasters, that will, you will automatically become a Toastmaster ambassador, and that will radiate to the entire world. So if you are not satisfied with without meeting, if you are not satisfied with your objectives, if you are not able to meet your objectives of joining Toastmasters, then you will not be able to do anything. So start reading Toastmaster educational materials, going to toastmasters.org, and then you will get to know a lot about Toastmasters, and then that will help you slowly to achieve your objectives, which will radiate to the entire world. There is nothing specific, and when you are moving forward, you will be invited to join the Club XCOM, and then you will start contributing in that way, and then moving going up the ladder to area level, division level, district level, and all the very best. First and foremost thing is meeting your own objectives. All the very best.
Wow, great. Thank you, Deepak. I think Ahmed Sajjad would also like to add.
So yeah, just to support Deepak says that when you benefit from Toastmasters, when you become a good speaker, that itself is a great story that you can share with others. That success story, that is the selling point. That is something that you can help your club with.
Thank you. Thank you, PRM Ahmed. And one last question, and this question is close to my heart, and I'm asking from my side, and this is specifically to PRM Maram, and building on to the answer given by PRM Sarfraz. What are the ways in which, through which we can ensure that clubs do not create their own logos and follow the Toastmasters International branding guidelines? Because I've seen personally that there are still a lot of clubs across the world, in our region as well, who have made their logos. And what are the ways through which a district director or a PRM can ensure that these clubs move away from their specific logos and towards Toastmaster International branding?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Qamar. I hope my voice is clear. Now, as PRMs that are in charge of the district, it is for me, I think my range is a little bit smaller than my fellow PRMs because they are on a larger scale. But in any case, if we're talking about a district level, it's really difficult for us as PRMs to go lower or step down to actually monitor each and every club. And it would be possible to some extent, but again, you will not be able to do so 100%. That's for sure. So in this way, or in this case, I actually recommend you reaching out to the other PR officers. You have your division PR officers and you have the area PR officers. It will be easier to actually, hear from these officers, because they will be also directly in charge of these clubs. So if you are able to actually engage these PR officers, especially on the area level, educate them, know what is, share with them your responsibilities, share with them your knowledge, and know what is okay and what is not allowed so they can actually take on the responsibilities on your behalf. So they actually have the courage to approach the clubs and tell them, oh, excuse me, you have did minor violations, please avoid that in the next posters. And it's always we have to like encourage them and tell them that they should be able to fix the violations next time. We don't want clubs reaching out to major violations. So the most important point, the most important part is that PR officers, whether they are PRMs, district level, or they are public relations manager on division or area levels, are responsible for this, not just the district level. They are responsible to actually approach the clubs and tell them, you are doing something great, or you're doing something that needs to be fixing, so please be aware of that next time. Otherwise, one thing that I'm also trying to do this term is to actually create a forum for all the PR officers or the PR enthusiasts in this term. So it will be basically like an open forum for them to actually share their questions and concerns, like a WhatsApp group or a Facebook page, whatever is suitable for you guys. And basically, whoever is interested and whoever wants to learn more about PR and branding and stuff, they can join this group, and it can be like an open discussion for everybody. I hope I answered your question. And
thank you. Thank you, PRM. It was such a detailed and solid answer. Thank you so very much for this detailed answer. So one last question, and then we move on to our closing session. And that is regarding the corporate Toastmasters. And the question is, what can the district do to promote Toastmaster in corporate, where employees are recognized for Toastmaster accomplishment, and a DTM is not even considered as a certificate in the corporate world? And my DTM, the person who have asked the question, has no worth as a qualification there. So how can a district can help get this?
It's this question is for
yes.
I think DTM Raj is trying to answer, but he's muted.
This question is for
yes.
me? Or?
Yes, you can address this question.
Yeah, I would like to start with like, again, I want to give a personal example. Times have changed right now. Okay, it's not that people do not know Toastmasters nowadays. In Saudi Arabia, particularly, as you know that we have more than 220 clubs only in the eastern provinces and the central provinces of Saudi Arabia. And plus you have something called, in the western provinces, you have around 90 clubs. So almost around 300 clubs. Most of the corporate have Toastmasters clubs in their companies. And this is, they only see the employees' growth. Okay, how best they can communicate to the customers or to within the peers. So people are aware of Toastmasters, and how the way you communicate, the way you present yourself differs. The Toastmasters way of presenting is different from the normal way of presenting. So people get inspired with the way we do things. So definitely, distinguished Toastmaster is not the only that is within the Toastmasters community, but I would say that it is your recognition in office or your recognition in your workplace is more important, is what differentiate yourself against the Toastmasters. And districts is, in our district 79, we have a separate committee called a corporate leads committee, which talks to Toastmasters, to corporates, to incorporate Toastmasters into their HR courses. So these are one ways where district leaders can incorporate the Toastmasters into the corporate communications.
Thank you, PRM Pulenraj, for answering the question. So now we move on to our closing remarks and recognition. So before handing over the summit to the amazing RA James, I would like to thank each one of you for joining us and staying with us till the end. And I have had this amazing experience being the MC of this PR Summit. And thank you, James, for giving me this opportunity. And at the end of the day, I have realized that Toastmasters International all over the world is a one family beyond borders. And we are all one in this journey. We are a one big family. And personally, I have had a lot of learnings from each one of you. I would really like to thank you, all the presenters who have shared with us their knowledge, the information on their topics and the subjects. So I wish you all the very best, and thank you so very much. Now it's time to hand over the meeting to one and only, the amazing leader, R.A. James.
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremonies. You all deserve virtual claps, Toastmaster Kumar. And thank you for not giving up on Toastmasters, because Toastmasters needs you. Right. At this point, before I introduce the person who will handle the felicitation and the appreciation part of the session, first, allow me to thank from my heart all the people who were instrumental in making this event a successful one. First, the presenters, our very hardworking and dedicated public relations manager of District 20, District 79, District 104, District 105, and District 122. Despite of the, they have been in the office for the past 3 months, they were able to come up with really great presentations and sharing. Thank you so much, PRMs. And of course, the RA support team who have been so patient in helping us to present something new, innovative, and the right information that we have to share to our Region 11 members. With that, thank you. And let me give this chance to our chair of the appreciation or recognition, our events specialist, Distinguished Master Tangasamy from District 104. DTM Tanga.
Thank you very much, RA11 DTM James. It was wonderful event. Thank you very much for giving us this chance. It is time to always we say that Toastmasters, nothing goes unrecognized in Toastmasters. Now we are going to recognize the people who were behind this event. First of all, the presenters, the knowledge we got from them, the insight of the PR, and also the additional things what we thought, okay, this is PR is just posting some messages. No, beyond that, there are so many things there in the PR they have explained us. Let me recognize first our presenter. Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi. She did a wonderful job. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi. The next. PRM of District 79, DTM Palinraj PR. Thank you very much, DTM Palinraj. Here is the next Toastmaster Safraz Sheikh, District 104 PRM. Thank you very much and congratulations, Toastmaster Safraz Sheikh. DTM Deepa Surendran from District 105. Thank you very much for all your support and the knowledge. Thank you, PRM Deepa Surendran. Last but not least, Toastmaster Ahmed Zaidi from District 122. He did a wonderful job regarding the recognition, regarding the conventional media, which all we forgot in Toastmasters and especially nowadays. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ahmed Zaidi. Okay, let us move on to the people who work behind the scene. Most of us, we know that organizing an event, it's not a simple thing. We have to work a lot. Maybe we have to work day and night to complete some of the tasks. First of all, let me thank our RA for giving us this opportunity. Let me introduce our team and thank them, all of them. The first and Toastmaster Kamal Saresh, who did a wonderful job today. Then our Sergeant at Arms, who started the event, Toastmaster Roshan Lewis. Then DTM Muhammad Afzal, who was controlling the Zoom platform and also helping us collecting all the questions and forwarding to the concerned presenter. Thank you very much, Toastmaster DTM Afzal, Muhammad Afzal. Next, the person who is always behind us and always working with us, DTM Ramanujam Raghavan. Thank you very much, Toastmaster DTM Ramanujam Raghavan. Thank you. Our media specialist, DTM Nilofer Thana. Thank you very much for posting and marketing this event. And also we have today, it's very good audience. That is because of your work. Thank you very much, DTM Nilofer Thana. People, thank you very much for all of you. Now let me hand over the virtual space to our RA, DTM James.
Thank you, DTM Tanga, for leading the recognition for our supportive team. Please let us welcome to express his vote of thanks. Let's welcome our distinguished sponsor, Ramanujam.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I am elated with immense pleasure to propose a very hearty vote of thanks for this first ever Regional 11 Summit. First, the presenters, Madam Toastmaster Maram Al-Aradi, Distinguished Toastmaster Parniraj, Toastmaster Sarfaraz Sheikh, Madam Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Deepa Surendra, Toastmaster Ahmad Zaidi. You all have transformed and rekindled our thoughts and vision to look ahead in the area of PR. PR is like an ocean, and what we were knowing was just a small drops of water. And today you have taken to the depth of that ocean. It was an exhaustive, excellent, enlightening, and enthralling educational sessions that our presenters presented. Moving on to the backbone of this session. It is always said that the backbenchers are not a bad person, but they are the person who would like to walk the show. So my sincere thanks to Roshan Lewis, Kamar Sheres, Mohammad Afdal, Nilofer Tangaswamy, who have put the tireless efforts and who had been patiently handling our regional advisor James for his immeasurable doubts and for the so much rehearsals that he had. Kudos to the backbenchers who made this event possible. If this event has to happen, it is always the people who are taking part in this session. As our regional advisor said, Toastmaster needs you, and it is not that we need Toastmasters. Similarly, this session was quite successful only because of the various members across the Region 11 and across the world of Toastmasters. Thank you for your patience and time in attending this first ever Regional PR Summit. We hope we would come with another future program and looking forward to see you in our next Regional Summit. Over to Regional Advisor.
Thank you so much, DTM Ramanujam. And this ends our first ever Region Development Series. We would like to thank everyone who spent time and shared their valuable contributions to make this event successful. Hope this session is valuable to all of you and enrich your learning and understanding of the public relations. Thank you and stay safe. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Shall we have a group photo?
Can we all switch on our videos, please? We have a group photo. Thank you.
Thank you, CGD Rania, CGD Khalid, PQD Muhammad, who else? CGD Muhammad Ibrahim, and who else here from the district? District Director Joey. Thank you for staying up to this time. And thank you to DTM Richard of the support team. And also the FM manager of the 679, DTM Rao. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and see you on October 24 for the next installation of the Region Development Summit.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.